As you can probably tell by the title, I am going thrift shopping for books. Now, I have only gotten into reading books in the last year, so this is a whole new world to me, and I'm so excited to find some good steals. Often I'll go onto Facebook Marketplace, which I love, but it is a bit annoying, you know, having to go to someone's house and all of that. But I just realized, as in like maybe a week ago, that you can get books secondhand for really cheap. So I am just going to go around to as many shops as I can find and see over these next few weeks and see what deals and bargains I can find. I'm really hoping for some more kind of crime and romance fiction. There's not really any books that I have my eye on particularly, so I'm just going to be going in and seeing what's there, seeing if any authors kind of stick out, seeing if any book titles stick out, and yeah, I'm really excited to hopefully get some bargains, although I don't have much room on my bookshelf, so RIP, I'm going to have to find more space for it, but anyway, that's future me's problem, so come along with me while I thrift some books. Okay, I have come with books. I went to the Lifeline. I went to lots of charity shops actually, and like, I think this is the 5th one I went into. The previous 4 didn't have anything that really stood out to me. This one, I will be back, let me tell you that. So I've got some books where I know of the authors, and then I've got some that just looked interesting, looked like I'd enjoy them, but I've never heard of them before. I did look them up on Goodreads, but I think the ones that I looked up that I don't know about on Goodreads had like a 3 point something stars, which I feel like is pretty good if I don't know them. So let's start with the ones that I know, or the authors that I know are good and that I'll love. So we've got, I bought 7 books, wow. It's $40 for 7 books, which is pretty good. Because the other day, let me just rant for a second. I bought a new book, 2 new books. I'd never bought a book new before because I just think it's a joke and I always get them off Marketplace. It cost me $40 for 2 books, which I know is standard, but like I got 7 books for $40 here. Anyway, rant over. This author, let me just praise him. I thought it was a her for the longest time, but I have read his book, Tell Me Lies, J.P. Palmer, and that was phenomenal. It was a short book, kind of similar to the length of this one, maybe if not shorter. It was such a page turner. I have recommended it to so many people, the Tell Me Lies book. And so when I saw his name, I was like, I must get another J.P. Palmer book. So it's in the clearing. Don't know what it's about. I'll update you in the end. So I'm excited for this. Another one, I have just finished reading The Lost Man by Jane Harper, but these 2 are by Jane Harper. So we've got Force of Nature, which again, I have seen, but don't really know much about, but I do like Jane Harper's writing, so I thought this will be a great one. And then the other one was Exiles by Jane Harper. Again, I've heard about this book. I love Jane Harper, so I thought I'm gonna grab this. Now the next 4 books I have never heard of before. No, I haven't heard of any of them before, but they just sounded really interesting. So the first one is Do I Know You by Emily Wibberley and Austin someone. I don't know, it just seems like a cute book, summery beach book about marriage and dating, and so that just and it looks fun. Like the front cover is so cute, so I couldn't resist. And it also, JD Picoult, I think that's how you say her name, has said that it's good, so I was like, okay, that's good. The next one is Just One Wish by Rachel Johns. Again, no idea who this author is. It's a pretty chunky book, but they look like quite big writing, which is good. But again, it just had a cute cover. I love the ones with the, I don't know if you probably can't see it, but like it's bumpy, you can feel it's bumpy. Love those. 3 Women, 3 Secrets, 1 Life-Changing Journey. I was like, oh, that sounds intriguing. So I got that. The next one, again, just cool cover, Heartsick by Jessie Stevens. I'm pretty sure this one had good rating. And Trent Dalton, I didn't actually say that, but Trent Dalton has given a kind of thing for it. And Sally Hepworth. So I feel like I'm gonna like this. Again, it's about 3 stories about love and loss and what happens in between. It just kind of grabbed my eye. And then the last one is The Burnout by Sophie Kinsella. Again, Beth O'Leary, Lisa Jewell, both, and Jojo Moyes, like all wrote reviews about this. And I love those people. And also, again, like it's got a bumpy cover and it just looks cute. Okay, when I just tell you I got these for $26, I literally got these for $26. Oh, I just went to the Lifeline book fair, and let me just tell you, there were so many books, as you can see from all this footage. It is amazing how many books there are, how cheap they were. I was just in my happy place. I got One Day by David Nichols. So also, I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at the road, so don't stress. I have read his book, You Are Here. That's right, I've read that book, hated it. Like really, really disliked it. But people rave about this book. Apparently it's like his first book and one of his classics. So I'm hoping that I will enjoy this one. But for $4, like, can you say no? No, I can't. The next one is one by Graham Simpson. I loved The Rosie Project, and so when I saw his name, I looked it up on Goodreads and it had a really good rating. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a go, see how it is. Haven't heard of it before, but I just saw his name and I was like, yes, I am going to get that. And then another book that I have just listened to on audiobook was Lola in the Mirror, and I loved it so much that I've been looking for a secondhand Lola in the Mirror book just so I can have myself, and I got that for $4. Like, guys, this is an absolute bargain. $4 I got this for. I'm so happy. So I'm gonna probably like highlight and scribble all over it because there's just so many lines that Trent Dalton writes that is just so beautiful. So that was one that I had my eye out on. This beautiful, beautiful lady I was chatting to when I was looking at the crime section, and she was so sweet. I asked her if she had any Lisa Jewell books, and she was like trying to find them for me. She was like, oh, let me go and have a look. And she was asking this other lady about whether there was any, and she was so sweet. And she found me this, which I haven't read. So The Family Upstairs. I've seen it around, but I haven't read it myself. So I'm really keen to read this. And again, $4, guys. I just can't say no. And then the woman who I was chatting to, who was really lovely, recommended a book. She recommended 2. I put one back because I looked it up on Goodreads and it was, mediocre. It's by an author called Helen Fitzgerald. The book's called Ash Mountain. And because I said I liked Lisa Jewell and I liked JP Palmer, she recommended this. So I feel like if she knows that I like those 2 authors, then I have really high hopes for this one. And then, as I said, JP Palmer I love. And so when I saw The Last Guests, I don't even know what it's about, and I've never really seen it, but I just love JP Palmer. I've only read one of his books, Tell Me Lies, but I'm obsessed. So when I saw his name, I was like, I must get it. So all of that for $26. I am so happy that I have found the world of book thrifting, and it just opens you up to a whole another realm of possibilities. And you know what? I probably won't ever buy a book firsthand ever again because it's just ridiculous. Like, the fact that I spent $26 on all of that when I could spend $26 on one book at a bookstore, no thanks. So, I'm so keen to read all of them. Okay, I got 2 more thrift books. I love Jane Harper. I've read a few of her books before. So The Survivor, grabbed my eye and I was like, I will take this one. I can't remember how much this was, but this one. And the second one I got, $5, was The Silent Patient by Alex Nicolaides, or however you say it. I've seen this one floating around, so if I recognize the title and I look it up on Goodreads, I'll often get it. So 2 more to add to my thrift book collection. That is it for the thrift shopping vlog. I bought a total of 15 books, and all in all, it cost me $43 for 15 books, which works out like $2.80 per book. So I'm so happy with my purchases. I can't wait to get to read them, and keep your eyes peeled because I'm sure I will do some book reviews of the ones that I have bought.